It's so easy to listen from home. I just tell my smart speaker, Alexa, play the Shakeback Sports podcast.
Here's hashtag Brothers of Baseball / Shakeback Sports show from Apple Podcasts, continuing the latest episode.
If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. Number one, it's free. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or your computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum internship. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Yo, it ain't Christmas, but let me tell y'all something right now. It is the most wonderful time of the year. And the reason why I say that, not just because it's September and we know that the temperatures are going to start falling here in just a minute, but the NFL season, it is upon us. And to discuss the NFL season with me, we are tabbing this a super show. I got guests from all over the country. They ain't guests no more. They all family because they've been here before. Oh, by the way, I am Willie Epting Jr., and I am your host. This is the Shakeback Sports. OT, baby. OT. And I'm going to bring everybody in here in just a moment. But before we do that, you already know what it is. You already know what we have to do. So without further ado, let's go get this, y'all. Bring it on. But you already know what it is when you hear that music. And I did not do the video intro, but that's cool. I got some special things lined up for this show anyway. All right, let's bring them in. The people that are going to help me with this broadcast. We're going to tell you who is going to go to the Super Bowl and why. The MVP, Player of the Year, Rookie of the Year, Coach of the Year, comeback. Everything on the NFL menu, individual and team award docket. We're going to tell you who's going to win it and why. And we're going to talk about Cam Newton to start it off. Let me bring in the first person. He is a crazy New York Mets fan. You can catch him on the Big Rican podcast, available on Spotify as well as iTunes and Google Podcasts. He also is my co-host on the hashtag Family of Baseball Extra Frames podcast. I'm talking about none other than the Big Rican himself, Mike Martinez. Mike, what's going on, buddy?
How are you, Willie?
Everything's good, man. Everything's good. How's the little one?
He's great. He's actually in the back having his bottle, and hopefully he'll sleep till past a little 1 a.m. so I can get a little sleep in myself tonight.
Good luck with that, man. Good luck with that.
Yeah, right.
I know, man. All right, I forgot to mention in the introduction that Mike is also a Cleveland Browns fan, since this is a full-fledged NFL preview. Got to mention that. All right, and speaking of Cleveland, she has the city in her name. I mean, Cleveland Kate. As a matter of fact, that's all the introduction you need. Let's bring her on. Kate Arhar. What's going on, Cleveland Kate?
Hey, baby. How you guys doing tonight?
What's going on, sis? I hope it's all good for you up there in Cleveland.
It's all good.
It's all good.
11 days until we take our next step on the road to Super Bowl 56.
All right, there you go. All right, the next person. He is the man at the Warzone Sports Network. I am fortunate to have my new show on the network as well. It is called the Ballers Report Podcast. And he is also a crazy Los Angeles Charger fan for some reason. That's okay. We're going to go ahead and bring him on. Tony the Tiger Tucker.
What's going on, Willie? Thank you for having me on.
Double T, what's going on, man?
Not much. I can tell that you're a Raiders fan with that introduction. What is that? I mean, there's no bias.
No, none at all.
We aren't mad at you guys for folding every year.
Wait a minute. Okay, we're going to get to that in just a second.
December?
Yeah, we're going to get to that in just a second. Okay, the next person I'm going to bring on, he has been my brother for more than 30 plus years. We have argued, man, over the Raiders and the Cowboys. Since then, we were best friends in junior high and maintained that through high school. We actually, man, look, when I tell you two dudes that can just about do everything together, this is that guy. He is the esteemed mayor of Richwood, Louisiana. My brother, Gerald Brown. GB, what's happening, brother?
Man, thank you for having me, man, and thank you for dating me too. Appreciate that.
Oh, you know how we do it. You know, misery loves company, so we all in here together. All right. The next man I'm bringing to the next man I'm bringing to the table. I'm surprised that he has any energy whatsoever because he's all over the place doing everything. He is part of the Team Up Consulting Sports crew. As an agent in the making. He is the senior vice president of marketing for the Shakeback Media Group and the Insider. He is a film study guru. I'm talking about none other than John Motley. Jay, what's up, man? What's going down?
How y'all doing today? I'm ready to get this season started.
And he's a nauseating Cowboy fan, so we're gonna let that go. The next person the next person I'm gonna bring in, she is my sissy from Cleveland. You can catch her on Her in the Huddle Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I'll be on there on Tuesday with her as well. The First Lady of Sports. She's also a Cleveland Browns fan. Who am I talking about? Rachel Hill. Rachel, what's up, sis? She's muted. Okay, no, she's not. Okay, what's up, sis? There she is. We're waiting for you to speak.
Hello.
Hey, there she is. What's going on, Rachel? Let's get this thing going. All right. Oh, here she is.
Wait for me to do what?
No, we good. We good. Here she is. Last but not least, I just met this lady about 3 weeks ago, and she has already gotten under my skin because she is also a nauseating Cowboy fan, but she does a lot of work down in Tampa for the Super Bowl champion Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Tom Brady. Ruth. What's going on, sis?
Yikes, you sound salty. You sound super salty. Come on, man. You just gotta put respect on Brady's name.
Hey.
How's everyone doing?
Man.
Happy to be here. I'm ready to the season's about to kick off. I hope everybody has their mock drafts and their fantasy teams all lined up because 2021 season is underway.
Yeah, it is. And you actually segue right into the first thing we're going to get into because, of course, earlier in the week, the news came out that Cam Newton is no longer a New England Patriot in favor of Mac Jones. Yeah, that Mac Jones, the kid out of Alabama that took Alabama to the national championship last season. And hey, you know what? When he came into the league, this is what he's told everybody.
First round drop piece coming. Who is Mike Jones coming? Who? Mike Jones. Who? Mike Jones. Who? Mike Jones.
That's what he told everybody. I'm here. Even though he is Mac Jones, we had to throw that in there for Mike Jones because who is Mac Jones? And he is the starting quarterback of the New England Patriots. Okay, let's get this underway. I'm going to go around the horn. Mike, you up first. Is Cam Newton done as a starting quarterback in the NFL?
I don't think he's done quite yet, but for this season, absolutely. There's nobody else who would pick him up that has a vacancy that hasn't already been filled. He can't even go back to Carolina because Sam Darnold got his fifth-year option picked up. So he's done for this year. But somebody will take a flyer on him next year, depending on how people play.
Okay. Kate, is Cam Newton, is he done as a starting quarterback in the NFL?
No. It'll be easier for him to get a job if he'd get his stupid COVID vaccine, because apparently the NFL regs are coming down hard on that. He ought to get that done. It is way too early to say he's done. There's plenty of time for teams to have people get injured and need a quarterback. And Cam's just going to be sitting home waiting for his phone to ring. Somebody's going to be happy with their performance in week 3, and he's going to get a call. He may have to be a backup for a little bit, but there's no way he sits out the whole season.
Okay, but okay, I appreciate that, Kate. But in true Kate fashion, you didn't quite answer the question. Is he done as a starting quarterback in the NFL? Not just as not a backup. No. He's not done. Okay.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay, Tony. Look, Cam Newton is 6'5" and 265 pounds. If you look at his mechanics and throwing the ball, the knock on him that it has always been that he is as inaccurate as they come. The 2015 Cam Newton, is that the Cam Newton that we're looking to see, or all of the other years combined? Is that the true Cam Newton?
If you're asking me if we're ever going to see 2015 Super Cam again, we're going to see this. Never again. Cam is done as a starter. Potential tight end transition, like you said, 6'5", 260. Okay, you're right. That was disrespectful. The guy's a former MVP. He's not going to be a starter, but I definitely like Cleveland Kate had said. You could see a situation where somebody gets injured and he comes in and takes over the job. Like, I could see that, but nobody's going to invest time and money and whatever. Like, he's not the future of anybody's team. So, yes, he could come in and be more serviceable than an Andy Dalton, possibly even a Ryan Fitzpatrick or something, but he's done as a starter, like somebody investing their season in him.
Okay, Ruth, the truth. Bring us the ugly truth, sis. Is Cam Newton done as a starter in the National Football League?
I appreciate him actually mentioning Ryan Fitzmagic, because I believe that it's going to fizzle out by week 6, and Cam Newton is going to be at home making sure that he's ready to go as soon as his phone rings. So I have a feeling he's going to end up in Washington and be the starter under Ron Rivera.
Wow. That's an interesting take. John Motley, you know quarterbacks, man, probably better than anybody on this panel. What say you?
I'll put it this way. Cam Newton, you give me 32 quarterbacks that are starting now. I'm talking not by team. I'm talking about, you mean to tell me he's the 33rd best quarterback in the National Football League?
Well, that's,
I mean,
that
we just taking it off of, not saying that we're talking about today based off of what a quarterback, like Kate said, it basically goes into this, okay? He's got a, what are we talking about? Like Super Cam, I think Tony, he mentioned that. Yeah, Super Cam, are we talking about Super Bowl or Super Play? Because he can guide if he's willing to accept the role. And that's the key, is the acceptance. Because in life, until we accept things for what they really are, we are lying to ourselves. So he definitely could be a backup for the Dallas Cowboys. And we could see where COVID, okay, that plays a huge role into making sure, as we saw in the preseason, where the Cowboys went into the game and we ended up having our defense coordinator couldn't even call plays for that game. So that's a whole different avenue, going back to what Cleveland Kate mentioned earlier. So it's a lot of moving parts, but to answer your question, he can be a starting quarterback. I can name Washington, Houston, and a couple other teams if Deshaun Watson isn't a quarterback.
Okay. Okay, who's next? Let's see. Mayor Brown, let's bring you in here. Because it looked like you had something to say there. Is he done as a starter?
He's toast, man. He's toast. Look, and like John said, as far as talent, sure, he's a top probably 20-25 talent at the quarterback position. But the reality of it, are you going? He won't get vaccinated. You're gonna put him in your quarterback room, and all of you'd be like Denver last year. You won't have a quarterback.
Oh God!
I don't see anybody taking a shot on him when he's not willing to get vaccinated.
Yeah. Okay, Rachel. I know you like Cam. I know you like Cam. We talked about Cam on your show, or shall I say our show, yesterday. Her and Huddle, WOVU 95.9 in Cleveland. What say you about Cam? Is he done as a starter?
Possibly. One thing that Bill Belichick said in 2013 was that dependability is better than availability. So no, that's better than ability. So I think that partially what happened with Cam as far as that COVID issue played a part in the role of why he was cut. Because that, the title of that article from that quote was like, this is some of the reasons why Bill makes the decisions that he makes. But going back to your original question, do I think he's done as a starter? No, you can look at some of the lower tier teams that need quarterbacks and he can start from them. But it's just kind of unfortunate how everything went down, and it makes you believe that a large part of it had to do with COVID. But I think Bill was just ready to move on as well too, and they weren't married to Cam Newton, so I believe he can be a starter again. But I definitely believe he can play a role in the NFL for somebody's team. But he was not picked up off a waiver, so should be very interesting.
All right, I'm gonna give my 2 cents, and and that's about how much I think he's going to make in the future as a starting quarterback in this league. I think he's done. I think he's done as a starter because at 6'5" and 260 in his 9th year, 10th year, whatever it is, you are no longer the best player on the field. Your athleticism is what made you what you were. Your inability to complete passes in a consistent manner, particularly outside the hashes right now, is going to be the downfall in terms of you beginning a potential shake back to the NFL as a starting quarterback. I think that if he obviously has shown that he is not able to elevate himself with the skill set that he has that is no longer there, that will warrant. He's basically becoming a pocket quarterback at this point in his life. So with that being said, I believe that he is done. I'm gonna read y'all's comments. Okay, when I think it was Jay talking about Cam in the Super Bowl. Ruth says he played sorry in the Super Bowl. Didn't hear anything after that. Also, the whole team played sorry. I'm thinking, well, Carolina's defense played pretty good. Ruth, you like Cam too. Surprised that Bill re-signed him. I am too. I thought he was gone. And then GB says, I love Cam. He'd be a great lone goal line changer option coming off the bench. All right, let's move on to the next subject. Name a team that made the playoffs last year that ain't going to get there this year. Mike, let's start with you. Any one team.
I'm going to make this nice and easy and make the next lady in line there very happy, and I'm going to say the Pittsburgh Steelers. They have too many problems on the offensive line. I don't care what Najee Harris thinks he is. I don't care if Juju walks up and down every single milk crate in the country. They have too many problems on the O-line. Ben is getting up there, and Dwayne Haskins isn't quite ready yet. Now, if you fix the O-line and give Dwayne Haskins a year with Mike Tomlin, look out. But not this year. They're not getting anywhere.
Yeah, I think that is going to make Cleveland Kate very happy. So let's see what let's hear what she has to say. Unmute. Oh, you got to unmute yourself. She doesn't want to. Do we need to come back? Okay, there she is.
I was being mean to Steeler fans, and that's probably why God left me muted for a minute there. I was going to say I didn't think the Steelers even made the playoffs last year. Oh, that's right. We took them out in the first round. My bad. How could I forget that?
Wow. Shots fired. Shots fired. So is Pittsburgh going to, or who's your team that made the playoffs last year that's not going to get there this year?
This is a bold move for me. I'm not enamored at all with what's going on in Green Bay and the Green Bay Packers. I don't think they make the playoffs this year. Wow. There's a hot mess of something going on there, and that's my crazy wild thought. Is Aaron Rodgers is not happy, and this season's going to be ugly for Packer fans.
Okay, let's go, Tony.
That's an interesting take. I like that, but I'm more in line with Mike. I wrote down the Steelers too. I think Mike Tomlin flirts with his first losing season. Especially with this extra game, you can't kind of hide behind that 8-8 record. It's going to be tough there. Offensive line, I just don't think Ben has anything left. If we're talking about Cam being done, I think Ben kind of falls in a similar category as to where they were so great with their physicality is what made them superstars. And when you don't have that, I mean, Ben looked a little, fleet of foot in the pocket last year, as to where we didn't see that in years past. So I'm going to go with the Steelers.
Oh man, so far we got 3 for 3, man. That's that I think that's the first on the Shake Back OT. GB, what you got? Who made the playoffs last year that won't get there this year?
Man, I hate to piggyback, but I agree, man. I don't think the Steelers had the juice.
I think y'all cheated off each other's paper at this point.
Well, she
Straight
said
up.
the Packers. I mean, that was a hot take.
Oh yeah,
You
she
know,
did say the
paid enough
Packers.
attention to that.
Yeah, she
The
did.
Packers, that division is garbage.
Yeah, she did say the Packers. Okay, Ruth, give us the ugly truth.
Well, I'm gonna keep it to you straight. I think it was a fluke that the Washington football team even made it in the playoffs last season. I think if the Cowboys were healthy, if the Giants were healthy with Saquon Barkley, and that running back room would have made a hell of a difference. So I'm gonna say Washington is not gonna have the Fitz magic to make it to the finish line, and they're probably gonna be third in the NFC East, and that's my take.
Wow. Okay, so Fitz magic will become Fitz tragic. All right. I like it. John Motley, name one team. I feel like I'm a game show host. Name one team that made the playoffs last year that will not get back there this year.
I may need to go into the witness protection program right now, but I'm gonna say the Saints.
That was my second team.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Tell
So if anything happens, y'all know what hey, y'all, because I live right here in St. Country. So.
Well, no, I mean, well, I guess you could say that. All right, well, that's a reasonably good choice, and I can understand why. Rachel, sis, who made the playoffs last year that ain't gonna get there this year?
I like that. I like the Washington football team. I actually like that answer, so I'll go with that. I'll team up with my other sis over there, but I like that answer. When you think about it, I mean, anybody can make it in the AFC East, quite honestly, with any record. So any team that comes out of there as of right now is going to be terrible. So
okay, well, may I go next?
No, that started off so strong. That friendship bond was building, and then it just completely crashed.
Yeah, it did.
By the end of that.
Yeah. Can I go now? I have a good one.
Division.
I have a good one. A team that made the playoffs last year that is not going to get back there this year. You want to know who it is? The Kansas City Chiefs. Because I hate them. I straight hate them. But I'm just joking. The team that made the playoff, a team that made the playoffs last year that will not get back there this year, the Seattle Seahawks. They're not going to get there. The division is too tough. Their defense is still very leaky. And I don't think that soap opera, Sleepless in Seattle, no, that was the movie, whatever they had going on up there between Russell Dangerous and that other dude who I can't stand when he was the coach at USC and what they did. Anyway, I don't think the Seattle Seahawks are going to get there. Okay, let's flip the script from number 3. Name a team that didn't make the playoffs last year that's going to make it this year. Can I go first?
Yep.
The Las Vegas Raiders. No, not the Las Vegas Raiders. I'm going to say, you know what? I don't know who I'm going to say the Minnesota Vikings. I like Dalvin Cook. I think he's the top 3 running back. The weapons that they have on the outside with Thielen as well as Mr. Jefferson out of LSU, I think they're going to be dynamic enough on the outside. The defense scares me a little bit in terms of what they may be able to give it up in the middle because they waived Mr. Griffin after signing him. So their pass rush is going to be a little bit on the cheap. So I think it's going to be Minnesota out that NFC Central. Okay, Mike, go.
I have 2.
Okay.
And I'm going to make 2 people on this panel very happy. I think the Dallas Cowboys, and the Raiders.
Oh,
really, you're right. That running back tandem and that O-line can carry them into the playoffs. I don't think they're going to beat Kansas City for the division, but I think they can carry them to the playoffs, and especially with Pittsburgh falling off the table.
Sorry about that. Go ahead, Mike.
I mean, Ruth was onto something with the health with Dallas. If you keep Dak healthy and the O line plays up to its potential, and you still have Zeke, and you have that wide receiver room, that's a heck of a thing to get past. And they upgraded the defense. So, but you were right. You said on the show you and I did that after I was on it with you, that the Raiders have one of the top 3 running back tandems in the league, just as long as you know it's number 2.
Oh, God.
But I think, and their defense has always been pretty good. They need the pass rusher, which is why they were trying to get Khalil Mack back. But I think Gruden can get to the playoffs this year. I really do.
Okay, I like that pick. I don't like the Cowboys selection, but I can go with the Raiders pick. Kate Arhar, go ahead.
Who do I think is going to make the playoffs this year?
That didn't make it last year.
I think we are all, and I mean everybody I talk to, overlooking what's going on with the Denver Broncos. I think they are going to surprise an awful lot of people this year. I think Teddy Bridgewater has finally found a home where he can be comfortable. They've got a lot of nice pieces. If they can put it together, I think they're getting at least a shot at a wild card.
Very interesting pick. The Broncos, they scare me a little bit. We're going to get to them a little bit later, or I am actually. Tony, Chargers. I know your guy Justin Herbert. A lot of people are looking at him to be the possible MVP. But is that your team that didn't make the playoffs last year that's going to get there this year?
Absolutely 100%. I only have 2 teams in my bracket that are making the playoffs that didn't make it last year. The Chargers is one. And since I'm hearing love for the Broncos, yes, I like their defense, but that's about it. And the Raiders? Come on, Mike. You're still going to get airtime with Willie, even if you don't say the Raiders. You don't have to do that. You guys are friends. Nobody believes that. Wait till December. Chargers beefed up the offensive line. They're coming in. Derwin James is healthy to start the season. Linebacker, Kenneth Murray. Coach, defensive strategy there. The defense is going to be better. And we have the rookie of the year at quarterback. So Chargers competing somewhere around 10-7. I feel pretty good about that.
All right. I knew that was coming. Homer, GB. Excuse me, GB. You're up, sir. Name a team that did not make the playoffs last year that will get there this year.
You know, the Chargers have done a great job. I think they're going to make some noise. But I'm a homer. You know I got to go with the Cowboys, man.
Okay, for all of y'all out there that keep doing that, I'm going to tell you to do one thing, okay?
Shut up! Shut up!
If you pick your home team, this is what you get.
Shut up!
So,
I don't live in Dallas.
Ruth?
You do.
Ruth?
Wait. He lives in Dallas?
Yeah, I live right outside of Dallas, yeah.
No way. Okay. So do you get in fights often since you always want to talk so much game when it comes to the boys?
That's why I have this platform so we can go at it respectfully. So who is your so I'm not going to make any assumptions. I'm going to ask you the question because I don't want to do that. Who's going to be the team that did not make the playoffs last year that's going to get there this year?
Well, the obvious answer is the Dallas Cowboys, but for the sake of not wanting to hear that soundbite one more time, I'm going to say the Arizona Cardinals. I think that they're going to make some noise in the NFC West. I really believe in Kyler Murray and his style of play. I think he's a good quarterback. I think he's a great quarterback. I think he could be the franchise future for the Arizona Cardinals, and I really believe that their supporting staff is, DeAndre Hopkins. They also picked up James O'Connor from the Pittsburgh Steelers, so he's also in that running back room with some veteran experience. So I think the Arizona Cardinals are going to make some noise in the NFC West and be in the playoffs this coming season. You heard it here first.
Well, actually, you didn't hear it here first. You heard it here probably second or third. I'm just joking, Ruth. John, and to your point, Ruth. I mean, I do like. I actually picked them to get to the playoffs last year, and for Kyler Murray to be the MVP. But then he got injured, and they let me down towards the last quarter of the season. And they also picked up AJ Green from the Cincinnati Bengals, so they got him as a wideout as well. John Motley, okay, give it to us.
49ers.
Yeah, that was my other one.
Yeah.
Because, if you go back just 2 years ago, legitimate team. Now you get Bosa back. a softer schedule, however you want to look at that. But I'm just looking at it. They get on a run. Shanahan, I really believe once Trey Lance gets in there and starts, it's going to take off from there. So,
all right, I like that choice too. But the thing for me about the 49ers is I don't understand how so many people are saying that they're a Super Bowl contender when they don't really know who their quarterback is going to be. All right, Rachel, come on in here, girl, and tell us who is going to make the playoffs that didn't make it last year.
I'm gonna go with your Las Vegas Raiders. I still call them the Oakland Raiders. They still got Derek Carr as a quarterback, and they had some great draft picks that they were able to pick up. So I believe, and they finished 8-8, and they actually beat the Cleveland Browns shockingly. So
it wasn't a shock.
They're not going to beat them this year, but I believe that the Las Vegas Raiders could make the playoffs that didn't make it last year.
Okay, anybody that says anything against the Raiders, you're going to get this. That's what you get. Okay, let's move on in the show. Did I give mine? I did. I went first. Okay. I had next for the biggest storylines from each division. We're going to skip that, guys, and we're going to go straight to the prediction of the division winners. This is going to be fun. We're going to really, in my opinion, find out who really knows what they're talking about and who's just really just picking the teams based on the colors of the jerseys. So, with that being said, we're gonna go around the horn in reverse order. Rachel, who wins the AFC East?
Why you put me on the spot?
Okay, pause. You go back to being paused then. Kate, who's gonna win the AFC East?
Buffalo.
Oh, go ahead, Rachel.
Well, I was gonna say Buffalo too, but
because she's smart.
I mean, the Cleveland Browns and Buffalo collision course almost last year in the playoffs. So I agree with my co-host Monday, my girl Cleveland. The Buffalo Bills will be coming out to the AFC.
Okay, one word answers going for it. John, who's coming out the AFC East?
Bills.
Ruth.
Bills.
Tony.
Patriots.
Ooh. Mike, you're up.
Bills.
Bills. I say Bills as well. AFC North. Mike, one word.
Browns.
No. Oh, Browns. You're right. Okay, my bad. I'm just gonna assume that Kate and Rachel are both gonna say the Browns. Am I okay to assume that?
I was gonna say Cleveland, but that's okay.
Can I bark next time?
I know, right? Rachel.
Same. Browns.
Tony.
Ravens.
GB.
Baltimore.
Ruthie.
I wanted to say the Ravens, but with J.K. Dobbins hurt, I'm gonna go ahead and say Browns.
Okay. J Mott.
Browns.
I'm gonna say the Browns. I had Baltimore written down. I really teetered on between the two of them, but J.K. Dobbins being out really is a factor. Okay. AFC West. I think this is gonna be a clean sweep where everybody's gonna say Kansas City. Y'all can go ahead and unmute and say yeah. It's okay.
Yes, Kansas City.
Chiefs Kingdom, at least for another year.
See.
This for all y'all, man. I promise you. And you know what? I'm not gonna do it. You know what? Yes, I am.
Dummy. You big dummy. You big dummy. You big dummy. You big cold-blooded dummy.
Or maybe I'm the dummy because I'm in denial and I hate them. But they're going to win the West. Okay, let's move over to.
Can I just give you a shout out real quick for going with the Red Fox, you big dummy on that? That was wonderful.
I appreciate it. Well, you know, it takes a dummy to do a dummy. So that's what happened there. All right, AFC South. I'm going to go first here. I'm going to go with the Tennessee Titans. GB.
I'm going to go with the Colts.
Okay. Ruthie.
There's no way I'm saying Colts because Carson Wentz is a hot mess. He's already proven that he's not going to start week 1. And what did you come here for? So I'm definitely going to say the Tennessee Titans because I believe in Ryan Tannehill. I don't even think it's all Derrick Henry. I mean, he could take 60% of the load since he wants to lift all that weight himself. So it is what it is. I'm going to say Tennessee.
John, you shaking your head. No. Tell me why.
No, I was gonna say Tennessee, but I was just laughing at the way. I mean, not at laughing, but the way she said it. Like when I thought of Carson Wentz, I mean that is pretty much hot mess is what I would say right now. So, I'm sorry.
All right, Rachel, what you got? AFC South.
Same thing. I was going to go with the Tennessee Titans like everybody else.
Okay, Tony.
Colts.
Kate.
Pardon me. Sorry.
Colts.
Mike.
Oh, sorry.
Titans. Nobody's gonna pull for the Jaguars and Urban Meyer.
Come on now. They can't make a 180 like that over one season. Come on now.
I can't root for sunshine.
I can't root for sunshine either, my brother. I'm with you on that.
Oh,
I've been picking the Jags to like come out from underneath it for the last like 8 years. I'm done.
Y'all
They hit 500. I'm not picking them to win nothing but a garbage.
Y'all are really mad because Clemson beat the stew out of Ohio State, right?
No.
Yes.
It got nothing to do with this.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay.
Sunshine won one game against Ohio State because of a blown call, and he got his butt handed to him in the second one.
Really?
That's why they're mad. No.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you why we mad.
I personally think that the Jags have annoyed God by cutting Tim Tebow.
Well, whatever. Okay, let's move to the NFC, y'all. NFC East. Who's gonna win the NFC least?
Dallas.
Okay, Ruth just jumps out there. I like a volunteer. Go ahead, John.
Dallas.
Wait. Oh, she's trying to get the sounder. That's what she's doing. She wants the sounder. I'm not going to even do it because you want it too bad. John, who you got, man, coming out the East?
Well, you know, I got to go with Dallas to win the division.
I told you.
I'm sorry. Like,
oh, gosh.
Washington picks up Cam, then maybe we'll talk.
Okay. Rachel, who's coming out of the NFC least?
I'm actually going to go with Jay and Dak. So I believe in wide open every year. So Cowboys.
Tony.
The Washington football team.
Kate.
Philadelphia Eagles.
What? What? No way.
You can come at me in 13 weeks and we'll talk about where they're sitting in the
You get the
division.
whole thing. You're getting the whole
Write it
thing.
down. Write it down.
The whole thing. You're getting the whole thing.
You big dummy. You big cold-blooded dummy. You big dummy. See what you did? Oh, no, you big dummy.
What is she? Okay, are you saying Philadelphia because now they picked up Gardner Minshew, or what is your faith in Philly coming from?
I just like a lot of things that are going on in Philly. I like their defense, and I like some of the other stuff they've done in the offseason, and I have a gut feeling that this is going to be their year.
Rocky is not coaching his team.
Their head coach is a nincompoop. Like, I'm
He'll
sorry. Did
figure it out.
anybody listen to those press conferences at all?
But that's half the fun.
Okay.
They're my underdog to win a
Adam Gase
division. I'm just
situation.
telling you.
I feel bad for Jalen.
I'm crazy like a fox.
Okay.
I love Jalen Hurts. What's
Lord
not
have
to
mercy.
like?
Okay. Let me reel this back in, guys, please, because oh my God. Okay, everybody go back on mute for just a second, please, because I need to clear some space in my head after what Kate just said. Okay. Let's move over to the NFC North. Kate, do you have another hot take? Because you've already given us a hot take about a team that's in this division. So you get to go ahead and light the fuse and get it going. Go ahead.
This is a division that I don't know what to do with. Apparently, you don't have to have kickers to be in this division. I don't even know what's going on. I kind of like what's going on with Justin Field and the Chicago Bears, and so and it's not because he's a Ohio guy. It's just I don't believe in the Packers, so I'm taking the Bears.
Mitchell Trubisky was the problem in Chicago, so plug in Justin Fields. They're good.
GB, what you got?
Packers.
John, what you got?
I believe in Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, you okay? He's a bad man, like Stephen A. says. John, what you got?
Packers.
Rachel,
I'm going with the Packers as well.
Mike.
Pack.
Hashtag Go Pack Go. I'm going with the Packers as well. NFC West. I'm gonna start off with this one. I'm going with the Los Angeles Rams of Inglewood. This is the toughest division in football. I'm going with the Rams. Mike, what you got?
I'm gonna light it up and say Arizona.
Yeah. Ruth. Go ahead, Ruth.
I have Arizona being the playoffs after not making it last season, but I want to say the Rams are going to take the division. I think the Cardinals are probably going to get in with the wild card.
GB.
Rams.
The Los Angeles Rams of Carson. Irwindale. Rachel, what you got?
I'm going to go Seattle Seahawks.
Seattle Seahawks. That mess up there in Seattle. They're sleepless. J Mott.
Oh man, this was a tough one for me, but I think they're gonna have 3 teams make it. Well, I'll talk about that later. But just give me the Rams right now to win the division.
He just spoiled it for everybody. One bad apple spoils the bunch.
I'm sorry.
Kate. Kate.
I have to go with the Seahawks. I think they have too much experience. They know what they're doing. They're going to be hard to keep out.
T-Tuck.
Rams. It's they got a good quarterback. They got the best defense in the division.
Better than the 49ers?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Mike, go ahead.
Oh, I already said Arizona.
Oh, okay. Who am I missing? Did I get everybody? Yes? Okay. I got a question for y'all.
I didn't tell you that Washington was going to win the East, but that's okay.
Thank you, Mike.
Well, I said the Washington football team is going to win the East, and I think they are.
I think they have the second best D line in the game.
Okay. Who's the first?
Pretty good.
You know who the first is.
Mike, huh? Okay, never mind. All right. NFC South. Who's going to take the NFC South? Mike.
It pains me to say Brady.
Kate?
Jameis.
What?
These aren't crab legs.
She is the hot take queen on this episode, ladies and gentlemen. T-Tuck, what you got?
The hot take experience with Kate from Cleveland. The Packers, the Saints, and the Eagles. There is no chance that all 3 of those come to fruition. This is
Bring
the
me
Bucks.
back week 14 and we'll see who's laughing.
I will. We will sit down because I want to revisit all of this with you. It's the Bucks for me. It's easy.
Gerald, who you got?
I got the Bucks.
Rachel. Tampa Bay. Ruth, you're in Tampa. Who's going to take it?
Yes, and after going to a press conference today with Brian Ford, who is the chief executive of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, just being in that Champions Lounge, it's going to be the Bucks. No chance.
Yeah, the Saints. It's too many question marks around Jameis. It's just too many. I'm going with the Bucks as well. So that actually wraps up the division. So we now know who's going to win the division. So comes next, the AFC wild cards. And for that, I have a special guest. You guys might know him. Here he is.
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.
Okay, I need somebody. Somebody needs to mute. Somebody needs to mute. Okay, thank you. All right, thank you. Wait, is it me? Okay, so that was of course the sounder from Jim Moore, and this is driving me crazy. This noise. Can y'all hear it? Or maybe it's just me. Okay, so AFC wildcard teams. Of course, there's 3 of them now because the first 2 teams with the top records, only one of them gets the first round bye now. So, who's going to be the AFC wild cards? Gerald Brown, go.
I like the Chargers for sure.
Well, you got 2 more.
I do got 2 more, huh?
Yeah.
Let's see. We'll go with definitely the Chargers. Let's go with the Tennessee Titans and the Cleveland Browns.
John Motley, you're up.
Ravens, Steelers, Raiders.
I like you. I like the boy. All right, Ruth, go ahead. Go ahead, Ruth.
You said the AFC?
Yes.
I think it's going to be Cleveland, Baltimore. I like the Chargers.
Wait. You got Cleveland and Baltimore as wild cards, so that means the Steelers are going to win the division or the Bengals.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you said the Browns and the Ravens as your wild cards from the AFC. But didn't you pick Cleveland?
No. I meant okay. Let me run it back. So I had the Browns winning. No, who did I ask to win the division? I think I had the Browns winning the division.
Yeah, you did.
Okay, so Baltimore would be that wild card.
Okay.
And then who'd I get? Tennessee.
Mm-hmm. You got one more.
And then who am I missing?
It could be New England. In New England, it could be the Chargers. It could be the Raiders.
I would go with the Patriots.
All right, Rachel, what you got? Your AFC wildcard teams.
I think she's buffering.
Yeah, we'll come back to her. Yeah, she is. Oh, it was like rotating. Okay, Tony, go ahead.
I have the Browns, the Bills, and the Chargers.
Of course. Cleveland Kate. Hey.
Ravens, Raiders, and here comes another one for y'all. Dolphins.
Oh.
I'm fine with that. I'm good with that one.
It's 2:00 somewhere.
It is 2:00 somewhere. It ain't here. It's 7:00 here. Yeah. Mike, wild card teams from the AFC.
Baltimore, the Raiders, and the Chargers.
So you're just going to get 3 teams out of the AFC West, according to Big Rican on sports. Okay. I feel that.
3 teams out of the North last year.
Yeah, okay. I like the Patriots. I like Cleveland. And I like Indy. Yep, I did not say the Raiders because I'm objective, unlike some people on this doggone broadcast. Okay, NFC wildcard teams. They will be San Francisco, Seattle, and Minnesota. Rachel, go. Oh, you know what, Rachel? Give us your AFC wildcard teams. We missed you.
I needed to get 3.
Yeah.
Okay. Miami Dolphins. It's funny. I would say this, but I would say Cincinnati Bengals. And let's go. I'll take the Chargers as well.
All right, and let me go. We're gonna stay right there with you with the NFC wildcard teams. Who you got?
NFC wildcard team. Let's go. New York Giants. The Cardinals, and maybe the Bears.
I need somebody to take over hosting this show while I catch my breath. I'm serious. NFC wildcards. Root the truth. Ruth.
I'm here. Sorry. I was trying to hit the mute button. I'm definitely going to say Arizona, the Giants, and Carolina.
J-Mott.
I'm going to go 49ers, Seahawks. And, Cardinals.
49ers, Seahawks, and Cardinals. So that means the Rams are not going to make the playoffs.
No, not the Rams. Rams won the division. I'm sorry, Washington. I'm
okay.
Sorry.
GB.
Because it's 3 teams, it's 3 wild cards. So, yeah.
Yeah. GB.
So 49ers, Washington, then the Seahawks.
All right. GB.
I'm going to go Seahawks, Vikings, and as much as it pains me, the Saints.
Okay. Tony, go ahead, man.
I got Bears, Niners, Seahawks.
Bears, Niners, Seahawks. Okay. Kate, NFC. We already know Green Bay's not going to be there. Go ahead.
49ers, Cardinals, and the Washington football team.
Mike.
49ers, Rams, Cowboys.
Okay. Guys, I'm going to go back up because I left the individual awards off. Then we're going to come back and talk about the Final Four and who's going to win the Super Bowl and why. So let's run through these real quick. Defensive Rookie of the Year. Mike, go.
JOK.
MLK? He didn't play football. Okay.
JOK.
JOK.
Okay.
Okay. Kate, go ahead.
Jeremiah Owusu Kamara. Now, see, I can say it and now I can't say it. I always wanted to say Kamara. Karamoa.
JOK.
I'll just say JOK.
Y'all are giving the KOD to JOK. Tony Tucker, go first. Go ahead.
I am going with Jamin Davis, the linebacker for Washington.
Rachel.
Am I allowed to go with my teammates and say JOK?
Just J. Hey. It's
Great
to be expected, and I'm pretty sure that GB and J Mott are gonna go with Michael Parsons, right? and Ruth for that matter.
Or Joe Tryon for sure.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Patrick Surtain II from Denver, Offensive Rookie of the Year. Mike.
Once his coach gets smart, Justin Fields.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead, Kate, before you get out of here. Your Offensive Rookie of the Year.
Mac Jones.
There you go. Tony Tucker.
Javonte Williams.
Jay Mott.
Trey Lance.
Wow. Ruth.
Mac Jones, because he's obviously going to be playing from beginning to end.
GB.
Najee Harris.
Rachel Hill, go.
I'm going to go with University's Justin Fields.
Man, y'all some homers for real. I'm gonna go with Mac. I'm gonna go with Mac. I'm going with Mac Jones. Coach of the Year, I got head coach from the Buffalo Bills, Sean McDermott. Ruth, who you got?
Muted again.
You're muted.
Joe Judge from the New York Giants.
Joe Judge. Okay, GB, who you got? Mike McCarthy.
No, I'm actually gonna go with Kevin Stefanski.
Okay, he won it last year, so he's gonna win it again this year, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Rachel.
Ooh. I don't know. Back to me on that.
Okay, you can mark X or C. If you don't know the answer, mark C.
If the 49ers figure it out and San Francisco can make it to the playoffs and make a deep playoff run, I think Kyle Shanahan should be up for conversation for Coach of the Year.
Okay. J Mott.
Oh, this was a hard one for me. Looking at the big landscape, if it's Belichick, if he hits it with Mac Jones, whatever his name is at this point, like if he hits it, he deserves to be Coach of the Year because when those all in, that's all in.
Yeah, you're right. And the unorthodox way that the Patriots handled the offseason, spending all that money, we'll see if it works out. Mike, go ahead.
Repeat.
Oh gosh. Okay. Did I get everybody? Yes.
I got the hoodie. We're good.
You got the hoodie?
I got Belichick.
You got Belichick? Okay. Comeback player of the year. I got Rain Dakota Prescott. Y'all might know him as Dak. Yeah. GB, go. I got a little Cowboy love.
You do, but I'm actually gonna go with Christian McCaffrey because Dak's gonna win the MVP, so they won't give him both.
I like GB. That's good.
Go, Ruth. Save me. Oh no.
It's definitely going to be Dak Prescott.
Oh,
I mean, everybody saw how gruesome that injury was, and if he comes back and has a phenomenal season, starting off with knocking the Bucks off in week 1, I think he's definitely going to be. It's going to have his name on it by the end of the season.
Oh my gosh. Okay. She said knock off the Bucks, and she's in Tampa. Rachel, who's going to win comeback player of the year?
Dak.
Did you say pass or you said Dak? Oh, Dak. Okay, Mike, who you got?
OBJ.
I was waiting for somebody to say him. I actually almost chose him. I almost chose Saquon Barkley too, but I could see that as well. Okay, defensive player of the year, Mike. John. Go, John.
Saquon Barkley.
I didn't get. Okay, I didn't get you in the comeback player of the year. My bad, man. Okay. Since we're here with you, then go ahead and select your DPOY. Who's that gonna be?
DeMarcus Lawrence.
Wow. Ruth, shaking your head.
I would love to say Tank, but he's never been the same after that back injury. So I want to see J.J. Watt try to make something happen in Arizona and win Defensive Player of the Year.
That's a reach. I mean, that's like a.
I like the guy. I think he's going to make something happen.
All right, GB, who you got?
I'm gonna go with Myles Garrett.
I'm surprised that she's not here, but Rachel or no. Yeah, Rachel, go.
Same thing, Myles Garrett. Tired of Aaron Donald, but okay.
T-Tuck.
I'm gonna go with Derwin James, and my comeback player of the year. I would have given a little bit of love to Von Miller.
Yeah, that's a good choice too. Mike, go ahead. DPOY.
Myles Garrett.
So we got 2 Myles Garretts and we got 2 Derwin Jameses because I'm going with Derwin James. That dude is he's gonna come back, and if he can stay healthy, he's gonna be everything that the Chargers need him to be. Offensive player of the year, I'm going with running back Dalvin Cook from the Minnesota Vikings. Jay Mott, who you got?
That's offensive player of the year, Dak.
Okay. Dak it is. Rachel?
I kind of hate to say this, but Tom Brady.
I almost picked him too. Ruth, who you got?
I honestly didn't give this one too much thought, but if I had to take an offensive player of the year off of my head, I would play it safe and go with Brady.
T-Tuck.
Josh Allen.
Mike?
I was going to be a wise guy and say Baker, but I'm going to go with the bad man from the North Country.
Aaron Rodgers, man. All right, GB.
Yeah, I'm going with Josh Allen also.
Who's going to be the MVP this year? Gerald Brown, go.
I already told you it's Rain Dakota Prescott.
Yeah, you did. You big dummy. Mike, go.
Another repeat. I'm going to go with the bad man.
So he's going to win both. That doesn't happen. Okay. T-Tuck, who you got? Justin Herbert?
No, the media is going to love this narrative all season long that 44-year-old Tom Brady is still doing it, with avocado massaged into all of his hamstrings. He's going to be the MVP. He's going to throw for 50 touchdowns at 44 years old. It's going to be very impressive what he's going to do this year.
J Mott.
Brady.
Ruth the Truth.
Brady, man. Brady. Come on. Got to play it smart.
Josh Allen would be this year's MVP. Okay, final 4.
Wait, skipped over me, but Pat Mahomes.
My bad, Rachel. I thought you went first. Pat Mahomes. I hate them. Okay, final 4. Who's going to represent the AFC? Oh, I'm sorry. Who's going to battle for supremacy in the AFC? Rachel, go.
That's going to be the Cleveland Browns and Kansas City Chiefs.
Ruth, please go.
It's gonna be a repeat of last season. We're gonna see the Bills and the Chiefs go at it in the AFC.
The Bills and the Chiefs. Okay. Oh, okay. Jay Mott, go.
Bills and Browns.
Bills and Browns. Okay. T-Tuck.
I have the Browns and Chiefs in the AFC Championship game.
Mike.
We're going to get the game we should have gotten last year. It had not been a bad call. Bills and Browns.
GB.
Chiefs and Bills.
Chiefs and Bills. I got Chiefs and Bills as well. Excuse me. NFC. I've got Tampa Bay and the Rams. Ruth.
Tampa and Dallas, and I'm gonna be torn the whole time. I'm gonna have to wear both jerseys. It's gonna be crazy.
GB.
I'm going Rams and Cowboys.
I'm about to just throw myself off of a bridge. John Motley, go.
49ers and Bucks.
49ers and Bucks. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for not being a homer. T Tuck.
I have the Bucks and the Rams.
Okay. Rachel?
Tampa and Green Bay.
Tampa. A repeat of last year. All right, guys. So who's going to the Super Bowl and who's going to win it? Let's go. Ruth, go.
Dallas, this is our year. Let's go. Everybody stay healthy. I have a big imagination, guys. I've been a Dallas fan for almost 2 decades. I need a Super Bowl, or I'm going to lose my mind.
Oh no, you big dummy! Oh no, you big dummy!
I've had it.
Help! I need help.
I've had it. Rachel, who's going to Super Bowl?
Cleveland Browns, and they're gonna win it.
Wow. John Motley, who's going to Super Bowl? Who's going to win it?
Bucks and Bills, and the Bucks are gonna win the championship again.
T Tuck, who's going to Super Bowl? Who's going to win it?
I have the Browns in the Super Bowl playing the Buccaneers, and the Bucks win the Super Bowl. Unfortunately, I'm be rooting for the Browns, but
yeah,
I think the Bucks. You re-signed 22 players. It's just unfair. Like they got everybody. Even Ruth here came back to cover the team. They got even writers come back. Like Ruth could have had a job with the Cowboys. She turned it down.
Whoa. No. If Dallas ever called me, if Jerry ever got me on the phone, I would be out of Tampa in a hot second.
Let's make it go viral right now.
Yes, please. Hashtag get Ruth a job in Dallas.
That's too many. Let's Ruth, hashtag Ruth to Dallas. There you go.
Ruth to Dallas.
There you go. All right. The Super Bowl will feature the Buffalo Bills and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And the Buffalo Bills are going to avenge for their fans the 4 straight losses that they suffered in the 90s and come out as your Super Bowl champion. That is who's going to win the 2021 NFL season World Championship. Mike, your hand is up. Your final thought. Go ahead.
Because it's going to be Cleveland and Tampa, and the same thing that's going to happen in November is going to happen in February when the team from Ohio, the guy that went to Michigan.
Oh gosh. All right. Any final thoughts from everybody on the panel before we get up out of here?
Hey, Baker.
Tony?
No, I'm with the Browns. I have the Ravens winning the division, but I will say this. The Browns remind me of the 90s Cowboys, that style of football where they're going to play defense, they're going to run the ball, and when it gets cold outside, whether it's in Kansas City, whether it's in Buffalo, whatever it is, they're on the road. That run game is going to bring the Browns to the Super Bowl this year.
All right, John, any final thoughts?
No.
No final thoughts.
We covered it.
All right, Rachel Hill, any final thoughts?
Yeah, I just love it. Browns that this is our year. Jim Rome says that the Cleveland Browns are America's team. Sorry, Cowboy fans, but there's a team in town. The Browns are America's team, and I'm rolling with that. Let's go Browns. Let's go, baby.
So she's quoting the same dude that got punked by Jim Everett. Ruth.
Yeah, I am.
Any final thoughts, Ruth?
Great episode, everybody. Respected everyone's opinion, but Dallas is going to take it.
GB, Mayor Brown, final thoughts.
All right, man. Thank you again for having me. It was a great show. How about them Cowboys?
My final word is this. I want to thank you guys for taking time out of your busy schedules to do this with me. This was truly a super show. The NFL season is going to be very, very fun. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned to the Shakeback Media Group. We got so many things coming down the pike. I'm so very excited. And final thought here is also let's continue to pray for all of those along the Gulf Coast affected by Hurricane Ida and those that are in the path of it up in the Northeast. That includes Mike, as well as Rachel, as well as Kate, and for all of the troops that are back home and for the Americans that are still stuck in Afghanistan. Our prayers are with you as well. So with that being said, we're going to get on up out of here. This is the Shake Back Sports OT. This has been your host, Willie Epting Jr. Man, y'all stay safe. Y'all hug each other. Y'all love each other. Y'all take care of each other. And we will holler at y'all again real soon. Peace. We out.
Backyard game plan. Watch a Snoop anxiously waiting for my chance, man.